"27 doctors, 10 hospitals, 4 countries, and everybody said the same thing. You should have your trachea removed. You'll never speak again. You should have your larynx removed. You should breathe through a breathing hole, and probably you'll be fed through a feeding bag."
An off-duty police officer was moonlighting as security at a Mervyn's. He stopped me, and he actually threw me his handcuffs and told me to cuff myself. I guess I looked pretty bad. And I figured the crime can be listed as a misdemeanor, and some people even get a ticket. So I didn't think they would give me a life sentence for that. Well, they did, and they gave me 50 to life. My crime was petty theft. Yeah, I had stolen 5 pair of Levi's.
I got a phone call from a doctor, and he began to describe an unusual surgery, a surgery where he would remove part of my wrist and the vessels in my arm and rib cartilage, and he would rebuild my throat so that I would be able to speak and breathe and eat normally.
I ended up in Pelican Bay SHU. You're locked down 23 hours a day. It's a square yard about half as big as this room. It's got a gunner with a Mini 14 trained on you. They would come by and open a slot, push your food in. You didn't have really no human contact. I really understood what it meant to be like in a zoo, because that's what I felt like. I was in a zoo.
I asked him, "How many times have you performed this surgery?" And he said, "Well, theoretically." I stopped him. I said, "No, doctor, not theoretically, practically." He turned and said, "Well, never." And there was my miracle, a never before performed surgery to rebuild my throat, remove the cancer, and allow me to breathe, speak, and eat normally.
I ended up doing roughly 10 years. I had my appeal granted for cruel and unusual punishment. That was what they sent me back to the judge who sentenced me, the appellate court, and told him to take a look at it again. He told me, he goes, "Well, you got another chance." But I didn't know how to live. I didn't know how to make a decision anymore. I didn't know how to do anything. I had a fear of being free.
So like many cancer survivors, we sort of become yes people. We say yes to life in a new way. And so as a result of that, I began to say yes to go to Africa, to go to Indonesia, to visit other ministries and missions. And it was so exciting. I visited with fundraisers from all over the world, people who were passionate for their cause. And I listened to great motivational speakers and a number of seminars and learned so much. But on my way back, something hit me.
And when I did come to the Long Beach Rescue Mission, the reason why I ended up staying here was I felt that they loved us, you know, the people that were in the program. After I graduated the program, I thought about being a counselor here. I just feel that that was my calling, to help somebody else.
These folks were doing good work. They were saving the planet. They were providing clean air. They were working with hospitals in Africa. All those things are fantastic. But what I felt like was missing was hope. So at Brewer Direct, we're not only feeding homeless people, we're not only helping homeless families or needy individuals, but we're offering them the hope that comes in a relationship with Christ. And that's really what matters most.
I always compare my story to Jonah. Because Jonah, he ran from God. He went the opposite direction. And I always ran the opposite direction that God was calling me. And God sent a whale to swallow Jonah up. He didn't send a whale to me. He sent a black and white police car that swallowed me up, put me in the belly of the beast, prison, and then it spit me out one day, and it spit me out right here at the Long Beach Rescue Mission.